Gunna is one of the biggest hip-hop artists out right now, with his recent releases racking up billions of streams. And somehow his team just asked me for beats.
I'm sending this to Gunna ASAP.
So in this video, I'm giving myself only 2 days to create a crazy pack of beats for Gunna himself. On the first day, I'll be cooking up with one of his producers, and on the second day, I'll be sending beats to not only Gunna, but also a mystery artist. Yo! So with all that lined up, there's no way Gunna doesn't hear my beats, right? Let's find out. Starting this video off, we'll be talking to AyoSim, one of Gunna's producers, who mentions how he connected with Gunna himself and reveals some crazy tricks that'll give me a great head start to this video. Then of course, we'll cook up some heat together. Right here, I'm joined alongside AyoSim, and I mean, bro, introduce yourself, man.
Appreciate you for having me on, man. Credits now include Future, Lil Baby, Gunna, G Herbo, Lil Durk, Jack Queese, T Grizzly, Hot Boy. I'll be forgetting, bro. There's just so many different, you know how it is, man.
The credits are crazy though. We can't sleep on that too much. How did that start, man? Like, how did you manage to get connections like this?
So I'm from upstate New York. Growing up in upstate New York, it's very similar to if I was overseas. You know, if I was somebody overseas, because there wasn't a big market for music where I'm at. Like, nobody was making beats. I'm from a very, very small town. The amount of connections I've made just off of social media itself is ridiculous.
I don't know if I'm allowed to say, but you've told me that you got on with Gunna, his latest album. Am I allowed to say that?
Yeah, I think so. I think we could.
How'd that come about?
So I actually did move to LA for a little bit back in 2023. A lot of Gunna's producers and stuff, they were around that same exact area. So I made that connection. Shout out to my boy Grayson Beats. He actually is the one that kind of put me in touch with a lot of Gunna's people at first. We just started working, and next thing you know, like Back to the Moon was one of the first beats we made together, me and Kenny Stun. So it was really cool to see that come to life the way it did. I never expected Gunna to use that loop, honestly, but the fact that he did, like, it really showed me, like, you know, I don't have to always focus on just making stuff for Gunna specifically. Like, just create, dish out the work however you think is smart, and you never know what could come out of it, you know. So being able to pull up on Gunna and actually play him stuff myself has been a dream come true, of course, you know, because of course I know how much stuff I have to be able to present him with. Yeah, of course, when I get in those rooms, I'm prepared to play him the best work I have and just continue to get the ball rolling, you know.
How was that feeling, man, just seeing him in person for the first time compared to everything you see online?
I got to the studio a little bit before he was there, and I was actually just making beats. You know, I had the keyboard in front of me. I was really in the zone, really in the flow state. Next thing you know, I see a couple guys walk into the room, and it was like really dark where the entrance of the studio was. So I just said, "What's up?" I just looked, and I just nodded my head. But I'm so glad it went that way, because it kind of showed that, like, I'm just nonchalantly there to just cook up. I know my role. So as soon as he walked in, like, I was playing the keys, and then he made his rounds, and then I was like, oh, that was Gunna. Like, that was actually dope as fuck. But then he came up behind me, and you know, obviously I introduced myself, and it was smooth. But like, I love that I was cooking up while he walked in, you know, just knowing that, like, I'm there to, again, just be prepared to work. I'm not there to sit around and just kind of be starstruck or nothing like that, you know.
That must have been like probably the best way you could be when he comes in like that, you know. Like, already cooking up, like, bro, that's a layup right there.
That was my goal, man. I was like, I need to get there before him.
Apart from that, bro, do you wanna cook up now?
Man, let's do it, bro.
Let's go for it, bro. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna start with a piano then.
I like where you're going with this. Some chords.
It's a start. Okay.
Let's see some Ellis sauce over here.
Let's change it here or something. I'm hearing like a vintage sort of Celeste spell on top. But yeah, this is exactly what I want, actually.
Let him cook.
Yo, wait, hold on. I want something.
That's hard as fuck, bro.
Okay.
That last chord, I still think you could do a different, like, chord at the end. There's one note I feel like that's kind of making it a bit, like, mysterious sounding.
Probably better now.
Yeah, that's better. Hell yeah.
I want to add like a little string pan and then I'm done.
Hell yeah. You're killing it, bro. All right.
So
pitch it up, see what it sounds like.
Oh, you know, I've got an idea actually. I could layer it with another string. It's always good for these sort of melodies, like just to layer the strings. And then like one of these could be down octaves. So then now,
I'm gonna full.
you know what I mean? It's like a bit of both.
That's hard, bro. Good work.
Do you want to add to this, or did I kind of take up too much?
Honestly, I feel like there's still room. Like, I might just do some trial and error if there is anything else we can add. But I mean, yeah,
For sure.
it's hard.
Damn.
Sound like a snippet, bro. Like I could just hear Gunna rapping on. You know what I like to use a lot? I like to use thermal, one preset, bro, vocal shine. But I just want them to shine a little bit more.
That's some sauce. I'm stealing that. Oh, it's some sauce. Wait, hold on. Yo, I didn't even clock that. I looked away for a second. EFX motions and the hi-hats.
A lot of times I'll kind of just put random things on random things. I feel like a lot of guys will see this and they'll just strictly use the drum presets for drum, bass presets for bass.
Yeah,
Like, bro,
yeah.
I just open shit up sometimes and just start using it, experimenting, and
That's hard. Yo, that's hard.
I can hear Gunna spitting all over this one. I love when something like a sample is so good that, you know, it'll sound good in any key, really.
I always preach that, you know.
That's crazy, bro. This is so hard.
Yo, you're crazy on the drums too. You're really that kind of
man.
vibe.
Thank you, bro.
Whew.
I'm sending this to Gunna ASAP.
That was so
That'd be a
smooth.
crazy story, bro. If we got a placement on this, that would be a crazy story.
Bro, we'd have to do the follow-up video straight away.
What you think?
Bro, yeah, it's clean. It's cool seeing that how he uses like live basses and stuff.
Yeah, it sounds smoother than sometimes like bringing in a crazy jumping 808. Like it's especially with Gunna's stuff, bro. Like he really likes that chilled out, like mellow vibe where it's just, you know, just grooving. That came out smooth though, bro. You killed the melody too. That was fire.
That was quick and that was hard. So
good stuff.
but yeah, I appreciate you coming on the channel anyway.
Bro, I appreciate you, man. This was dope for sure. This shit is tough, bro. Like this really some shit I'd play him.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna work on some more stuff. I don't know if like you want me to send it your way as well.
Load me up, whatever you have that you could send through text, whatever.
All right, so AyoSim just gave us a great head start to this video by sending the beat we created to Gunna himself. Now let's cook up some more vibes that he could add to and send them over. I've got a sound that I know would sound really good for this sort of melodies, and I'm gonna go to Des keys. Oh yeah, that's hard, that's hard. Down to D sharp like that. Halftime? All right, let's put some stuff underneath it. Yeah. Okay, now we need that bass to go underneath it. Just something that like really fills up that low end. Kinda like that. It's quite a vibe. Boost the lows on that. Let's bring this up like 2. Okay, so now we need that sort of top melody. Let's grab like some melody layer from patch play actually, some sort of lead layer. That's a vibe. I feel like it needs like a weird sort of ambient guitar underneath it, you know? Let's go to an Afro kit. It sounds like it follows the bass pattern. That's sick. Oh yeah, I like that. All right, yeah, let's mix this a little bit and then change the key, put some drums on. Real quick, all the sounds you're hearing in this melody is from Patch Play. My most recent release consisting of 5 analog banks, a whole sound kit created with real analog synths. If you guys haven't copped this kit yet, then be sure to go use code GUNNA20 for a cheeky 20% off, man. Let's get back into the video. Go up a little bit. Get the hi-hats on. It's kind of hard. Yeah, this is a kick. I'll bring like another set of hi-hats underneath that. Yeah. That's a vibe. Let's get an open out underneath that. Just kind of exaggerate that kick a little bit. That might be it right there, Loki. So this is the final beat for this beat, and this one came out really cool. I really like this whole synth bass, live bass vibe instead of just having a crazy hard 808. It's really a vibe, something I could definitely hear Gunna on. Straight out the back like that. Hard. That's hard. Come on. Yeah, definitely a Gunna vibe. This one sounds fire. Bro, let's just move on to the next one. So now I've got an idea, right? I started up something ages ago and it was like an Afro idea. And bro, I could turn this into some Gunna stuff and send it to him. I want to turn this more into like a Gunna vibe. Let's add some notes underneath this. Nice. This is cool, but I feel like this guitar is too quick. I'm gonna grab this guitar from a starter that I've got. Oh, yo. Let's get a live bass underneath. We're doing a Gunna beat. We need the live bass. It's not that, it's hard. And then we can change it here. Oh! So yeah, now I feel like we need some sort of atmospheric sounds gone off of it. So let's get a patch play for that, man. I know I'm putting so much in, but I need one more thing. I need some sort of vocal to go over that, right? So let's just type in vocal. Ooh. I want the string to really take over here. Change up a little bit. All right, that sounds great. So now let's export it out and then maybe change the pitch or something like that. And then, yeah, I'm gonna chuck some drums on, man, because this is gonna sound fire with drums on, that's for sure. So yeah, let's mess around with the pitch. Maybe bring it down like 3. Damn. Okay, so I learned from GUNNA'S producer that with these beats, you don't really need to put a bass on. Like, you've got a live bass already. So let's keep that in mind now. All right, let's get the hi-hats on now. And yeah, let's do something a little bit different here. Put some weird effects in this. Maybe like an Effectrix in this hi-hats. Wait, we could use this. That's cool. Nah, let's chuck that kick underneath it. Yeah, that's hard. That's hard. I want to have another section as well where like a sub comes in to kind of add a bit of variation because I don't want the drums to be the same the whole way through. Because, bro, come on, man. All right, cool. So we have the final beat right here. This came out, honestly, bro, crazy. This is definitely one of the beats I can hit Gunna on. So far, yeah, this video is going quite well. Like, if this is in front of Gunna, I honestly reckon he'd want it. Smooth, man. Woo! That's smooth. That's the vibe. Alright, yeah, so that is the third and final beat I'm going to be making today. These 3 beats really came out fire. Sim is going to be sending out the beat that he made today directly to Gunna. So, man, I didn't even get to end the video until stuff got sent out. But so far, we've already got a beat sent to Gunna. So it would be a crazy story if we actually got a place from this. But these are pretty promising, man. I can't lie. These sound quality. I'll catch you up tomorrow. Yeah, I'll see you then. Alright, man. Day 2. Before we get into today's beats, we have an update. Gunna just signed an artist named Drake, who sounds pretty fire. And we have the email. So now we have 2 people to send these beats to. So let's get these beats created today and send them off ASAP. And then today off with some heat. Now, I want to kind of start off an E piano this time. I feel like we haven't done that yet. Really storm them as well like this. Here we go. There it is. Yeah, that's hard. And now I'm going to do something really weird. I'm going to go to a modo bass. So I'm going to get a live bass. And I'm going to kind of use it as like more of a actual guitar instrument. Yeah, let's just see if it works first. But now let's just export that out and then bring this up an octave. Yeah, exactly. That's hard. Yeah, let's add to the ambience straight away. So now we need like a piano to go underneath that as well. So I might actually just use that same effect chain. What would that sound like on top of a piano? Woohoo! And then same thing here, just a chord here. It needs like one of them sort of wah guitars. I've even got like an old young boy kit that could actually work for this. Hold on. Like one like that, but a ton of reverb. Just hear me out, all right? Reverb on it as well. Yeah, hold on. And let's get another one. Just like that. Now we need like some sort of wire to go with that, honestly. We're getting there. We just need to keep on building to this. Oh, wait, that could work. Hold on. Oof. So we're definitely getting somewhere now. Let's add a bass onto that. So let's get another modo bass right here. That all down an octave. Let's hear that. That's what I'm talking about. All right, final thing. We need some strings. This goes nicely underneath it, you know what I mean? It's not that hard. Let's see what this sounds like in a different key now. Even down. And it sounds good in like every key. You know what time it is, man. It's time for them drums. Let's get it. I know a little bit. Here we go. Yeah, so let's just add some more perks on top. Yeah, 808 time. Kick underneath that as well. It's hard. Alright, you know what? I think we kind of have the beat right here. This beat sounds crazy. The fourth beat we're sending to Gunna, especially on this drop. There's just so much space for the verse. But yeah, anyway, let's just give this one a listen. There it comes in. That's hard. Whew. So much space, man. It's hard. And it cancels out right at. But yeah, man, that is beat number 4. Now on to the 5th and final beat before we send out everything. Yeah, let's get it. All right, so for the 5th and final beat, man, we have this wavy Latin acoustic guitar started by Carvey. I really want to start this one off with a sort of guitar, so I'm gonna build onto this and make my own loop around it. This is what it sounds like. First off for this is at 100 BPM, and I want to kind of bring it up a little bit. I want to make it a bit quicker than that. And let's just stretch this to see what that would sound like. I'm going to kind of try and add some more layers to the same guitar. And to do that, I'm going to grab this same layer, just click make unique, and then bring this to new tracks. Let's make it to like track number 3, for example. Now I'm just going to put like a halftime on it. And adds that low end, you know what I mean? And with that, I want to put a chorus on, a little Juno chorus. I've clicked this button right here to activate both of these. And what happens is it adds like a sort of tremolo effect, which just sounds crazy on guitars, you know? So yeah, we just need like a nice sort of re-space to go underneath this. There we go. So I want to get another version of the same guitar, right? Bring it up an octave and make it really quiet. Then just make it double the speed. And I'll have like a nice sort of rhythm underneath it, so it doesn't sound so slow. Nice. Yeah, let's put like a piano underneath that. Come on. Woo! Yeah, hard. Ryan needs like some ambience, maybe even a flute. Yeah, let's get a flute on. Yo! Oh, wait, not bad. Yo! Hold on. I want to add like some sort of melody layers and stuff like that from patch play to really add to that ambience. And then, bro, we might already be done. Yo! So now I want a B section, low key. I want like a section with like some horns in or something like that. I don't know. Wait. What was that? That sounds kind of cool. I just bring down 5 and it work. Kind of stick some violins over this section. I'm gonna kind of reiterate these chords. That's hard. Layer that with the other contact one, like we've been doing. Yeah, so that's like a B section. Now let's just mix it and then get on to the drums. Okay, all right, yeah, let's get the snare on. Get 808 on. That's crazy. Oh, that's harder. Alright, so I want to start this one off with the B section. So this bit when the trumpets and stuff come in. Like that. Alright, yeah, okay. So we got the final beat right here. This one came out really cool and this is a really great way to finish it off, man. This is the 5th and final beat to this video. This one came out crazy. Honestly, I can't wait to send these to both Gunna and the artist he just signed. Added some more guitar vibes to this. Yeah, final beat. Let's give it a listen. Woo. It's hard. Crazy. Alright, yes, that is the third and final beat. I'm gonna export these beats and I'm gonna send them off. Let's do that now. Alright, so right here, as you guys can see, I'm just exporting out all the beats and all of them as samples so I can send them to AyoSim and Drake. Right here, I'm just dropping all these samples down, you know, and I'm not dropping as many as I normally do. I'm giving little messages below, just kind of talking about like just saying this is some stuff I could definitely hear your drums on. Then after that, I'm checking through this Drake guy's discography, just listen to the song he's produced. So I kind of know the vibe he wants, and I'm chucking all of these beats into a Dropbox for him. And I'm also going to attach the beats as MP3s on the email, but then just have more in the Dropbox, you know what I mean? And so right here, I'm just typing out the message, you know, just a little message saying, you know, it's vibes you can mess with, and I liked his most recent song. Send that off. As you guys can see, I'm happy about that. Gave him a little message on Instagram as well, just saying that I put a pack together, and yeah, we're just gonna have to see where we go from there. That's me done, man. That's the beat sent. Hope you guys enjoyed. Catch you on the next one. Peace.